Hello, hello. My name is Sandy. Welcome to my channel, Dazzling Crochet Trinkets. And today we are going to work on a granny, but it is not a granny square, and it is not a granny turning round, round, making it then turning it square. No, we're going to work on a dun, 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 a triangle. It's a triangle. Well, sort of a triangle granny if you like, but it starts like a granny, and then you do just double crochets all around, and the points are all the same. But let's start this adventure. All right, I had to pull you up a little bit so that you can see. Okay, now let's take a yarn. This is a ice yarn from a mixed lot, and I still haven't found out what's the name of this one. The other pack I did find out. Thank you, Jessie, very much. I think I found it, so it's going to be in my cart pretty soon. Thank you. Okay, anyway, let's see what the diagram says. It says that we have to start with a sliding loop, magic circle, magic loop, whatever you want to call it. So let's start. Wrap around your index finger and your middle finger twice. Then you take your, well, I'm using 4mm for now, but you can use whatever hook size or yarn size you like, yarn weight you like. Okay, so we're sliding underneath it. We're catching this is the working yarn. We're pulling it under. Then we take that loop off our fingers slowly, gently, keeping the middle finger and the ring finger sort of inside of it so that it doesn't fall on us. And we chain one. Okay, let's see. Round one for this triangle granny says to chain 3. Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. And it is going to count as a double crochet throughout our project. So the next two are 2 double crochets and working inside the ring. Okay, yarn over, go through the ring, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's the double crochet. We need another one. Let's do that. Next, we need to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we do 3 more double crochets inside the magic loop, magic ring, circle. Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Then what we need to do next, I keep pushing this one here. Okay, we need 4 more chains. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we need to make 3 more double crochets inside the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Then we need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 chains again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So to close our round, let me get a little bit more yarn so that I don't pull constantly from the cake. Let's do a little bunny ear here. We need to close our magic circle. Start by pulling on the tail. See that? Start by pulling on the tail. Don't hold it here, because then these two wouldn't be able to move. So try holding it down there where the stitches are. It's a little bit fiddly, yeah, I know. So start pulling on the tail, and when you see which of those 2 circles starts to move, you stop, grab that one. Now you can pull until the other loop starts to move and to go inside and to make that circle tinier. See? Yeah, it's nagging. Maybe I didn't had to buy that yarn. So we have this loop, extra one from the magic circle. All you do is take your tail and pull on it until it slides inside. Now you can pull it tighter, and that's it. Let me just cut off that one. Yeah, that's too long. Now let's go back to our bunny here. Pull it on a hook. Now we need to close our round. What does it say to close the round? It says to slip stitch into that first chain 3 with it. So we search for the chain 3 and 2, and there it is, 3. Keep moving out of frame. Okay, let's slip stitch, and our first round is done. It sort of looks like a triangle, right? But as we progress, you're going to see even more. Now, what does it say? It says to chain 3 for the round 2. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Now, we're going to work on top of each of those double crochets from the previous round. So let's do that. I'm going to do a double crochet on top of that one, double crochet on top of that one, and now we need to put 3 double crochets inside the corner. So 1, we're going into the corner, 2, 3, that's the 3 double crochets in the corner. Then it says to chain 4 again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going back into the corner and working up 3 more double crochets over here. That's round 2. Okay, let's do that. So we're going back into that chain 4 space from the previous round, and we're going to work 3 more double crochets. So let's do that. And 2 and 3. Okay. Next, we need to place 3 double crochets on top of each of the double crochets from the previous round. Let's do that. We can easily see them here. Here's the first one, here's the second one, and that's the third one. Let's do it. 1, 2, and 3. Those are these 3 from the round that we're working on. Next, we're going to work our corner. That is our corner. 3 double crochets, chain 4, and 3 double crochets. So each time we come upon the corner, we are working 3 double crochets, 3, then we are chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and going back into the chain space and working 3 more double crochets. So that's, easy. This pattern is quick. And again, we're coming upon, we did this 3, now we need to do 3 more double crochets following the double crochets from the previous round, or side of the triangle if you like. So yeah, we're doing 3 there. Then we're going into the chain space and making that corner of ours. 2 and 3. Then we are chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then going back into the chain space and placing 3 more double crochets to finish up our corner. And when we finish our corner, all we have to do is slip stitch on top of chain 3. What was I reading? Okay, 2, 3, so there it is, slip stitching on top of chain 3. There it is. So it's really starting to look like a triangle. Yeah, it has a little bit large holes here. You can do chain 2 here if you like to make it tighter, but I think this is just fine. It looks just great. Next is chain 3 for the round 3, and again we are placing double crochets in each and every double crochet we see, so each and every stitch gets a double crochet on top of it. Well, I almost said gets an upstairs neighbor, but sorry, one. So it looks cute. It sounds cute. We are up we're now where the corner is, so let's make 3 double crochets into that chain space. We're forming our corner there. And then we chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, coming back into the chain space with 3 more double crochets to finish the corner. And when we are on the other side, all we need to do is place double crochets in each and every double crochet we see. So basically that is all for the triangle granny. It's not full of holes, it just has holes for the corners. You can make them smaller if you like. This pattern calls for chain 4 in the corner, but you can do it with chain 2 or 3, or I don't know, I haven't tried with 1, but I think it's going to be pretty. So we are at the corner. What do we do in the corner? We're placing 3 double crochets, 2 and 3, and then chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then going back into the chain space, placing 3 more double crochets to finish our corner. And since we're on this side, let's just finish it up. Every stitch gets a double crochet all the way to the corner. So wherever you see a stitch, place a double crochet on top of it. And do not be bothered if it starts to curl up like this. It's okay, that's fine. When you block it, when you steam block it, whatever you do with it, it's going to straighten up. So let's finish this side. So we are placing double crochets in each and every stitch we see. Okay. And there's the last one. Again, we need to form our corner, placing 3 double crochets into the chain space from the previous round. Then we are chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, going back into the chain space with 3 more double crochets to finish the corner. And then we need to place double crochets in each stitch that you see to finish on that side, the last one, the third side. So there it is. And this is not a stitch, this is where we come up. So all we had to do is slip stitch on a third chain on the top of that chain 3. So yeah, I'm using variegated yarn, so that's why I have changing colors. But what you can do just like with any other granny, you can change each and every row. I didn't want to do that because I know that this is the variegated yarn, so I use that one. Okay, we're on the row 4. Let's do that. Chain 3, and then we double crochet each and every stitch we see. So we're placing a double crochet on each and every stitch that we see. Okay, I'm not counting the stitches because with this pattern, well, at least for me, I don't need to count them. I see what I'm doing and it's pretty straightforward. I don't even have to think. If I want to make this triangle as big as I don't know, a table, I can do it. I mean, you can make it as big as it is. You don't need to count. You don't need to pay attention on how many you have. For each round, you are increasing 1, 2, 3, 18 stitches. So yeah, I mean 18 double crochets here, but I'm not counting the chain 4s. If I did that, each round would be 6 and 4, 10 stitches more. 10, no, 10, 20, 30 stitches more. So yeah, you don't have to count. Now, since we're at the corner, we're going to place 3 double crochets inside the chain space to start our corner. Then we're going to chain 4, 2, 3, and 4, and going back into that chain space. 2, 3, and that's our corner. It's done. And then we follow up with placing double crochet on top of each of the double crochets from the previous round. And that's it. It's the simplest but unusual granny triangle, not square, sorry. And it's based off granny square, you know? The solid granny square. So we could call this a solid granny triangle. Yeah. So far so good. We're placing double crochets in each and every stitch that we see. You don't need to count. All you need to remember is that every corner gets 3 double crochets, chain 4, and 3 double crochets. So that's all you need to remember. And what I said is per point, we're now in the corner space, per point of the triangle, you're increasing by 10 stitches. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that's it. So each corner is 10 stitches. If you do 2 stitches, it won't be 10. It would be 3, 6, and 2, 8. So yeah, you can make this point smaller if you like. But I'm following the pattern here, so it calls for 4 chains in there. So yeah, let's finish our round 4. Placing double crochet into each and every stitch we see until we reach row 5. According to this pattern, it's a row of single crochets here and chaining 2 at the corner. So yeah, let's just finish this one until we reach the last corner, the last few stitches that we have. So as I said, you can change color just like in a granny square. Each and every granny square you can change it, even the solid granny square. Also, you can change each and every row with a different color. Make it a rainbow, make it a gradient, make it a variation of, I don't know, maybe a flag of somebody on a flag for a country, you know, or for some sort of a cause. We're in the corners, so we're placing 3 double crochets. And if I'm too fast, there's a gear on YouTube that you can slow me down. 2, 3, 4, but don't laugh how my voice sounds. 2 and 3. So we're almost at the end. Let's place a few more double crochets until we reach that starting point. Also, I could have shown you how to move to start from the corner, but for this one I don't think you need to start from the corner. It's much cleaner, at least to me, to start just where the pattern calls for. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're slip stitching on top of chain 3, the beginning chain 3, and all we have to do is chain 1 as the pattern says, and do a round of single crochets as the finishing one. You can go on with double crochets if you like to have a bigger triangle, depending on your work, on your project, but this one is a smaller one. You can make a lot of them, different types of even yarn, but make sure to make it the same weight. Okay, you can do different types of yarn. You can mix and match acrylics with wool, with, I don't know. And here we did place the last single crochet. Now in the corners we have to place, yeah, 2 single crochets. Okay, let's do that. 1 single, 2, then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going back into the corner and placing 2 more single crochets, and then placing single crochet in each and every stitch that we see. So yeah, and that's basically it. It's an easy project, but if you do many of the triangles, you can place them one pointing up, the other one pointing down, or in a mosaic type, or as, I don't know, hexagons, and then you just connect them with yarn in, I don't know, web stitch or slip stitching it, or even sewing it up, you know. So you can do a lot with a lot of triangles, and you can even make your own blankie or whatever you're making. Okay, the corner is 2 singles, chain 2, going back into the corner, placing 2 more singles, then placing again single crochet in every stitch that we see. So with a lot of triangles you can make interesting projects, blankets, pillow covers, even try to make a sweater with triangles. You know, that nothing complicated, the front panel, the back panel, then sew it up. It would be interesting, you know, to have either made with solid color triangles all over, you know, like solid, any solids that you have, or make it a variegated yarn that plays out, that the colors land the way they are landing. I mean, I'm not color controlling anything. I think it's a big fuss for me, and I wish to make it faster. So 2 singles, 2 chains, and 2 singles in a corner. I just love to see how the variegated yarn lands in a project, no matter what the stitch is. Sometimes if I don't like it, I will frog that work and then search for a specific yarn that I want to use for the pattern. And sometimes, to be honest, if I'm lazy, I just do with whatever I have. It's up to you. So yeah, this is a stubborn little one, but yeah, okay, there we are. So we are finishing up that last row of the, something's not right here, let me see. So we are finishing up, and this is the double crochet, so yeah, that's the head of it. It's fine. I thought I missed a stitch, but I didn't. As I said, no need to count. It's easy, fast, it's fun. So yeah, and I made a mistake. Yeah, I did. I overshot the last stitch of the round. Yeah, I did. That's the end of it. There. This is the end of it, and I didn't see it. I just overshot. Yeah, luckily I saw it on time. So we are finishing this one. We're going to go into the next stitch and slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 2, pull a little bit of yarn, cut it, pull that tail out, and then pinch above those 2 chains that we did and slide down while pulling on the tail. That way, that knot is not going to move anywhere. All that is left is to sew in this one. And yeah, it's a little bit wonky, I know, but there it is. This is the solid granny triangle, and I love it. So if you want to grow it, if you want to make a bigger triangle, you might want to repeat. Well, basically you're not going to do the single crochets yet. If you want to continue on row 5, 6, 7, 8, the same thing we did for the first 4 rows. Just remember that in the corners you need to have 3 double crochets, chain 4 or 2 or 3, whatever you like. To make it tighter, you can do it less. And if you do less, then I think you have to do chain 1 here, or chain 2 maybe. Yeah, then you need to reduce the number of these, but that's on moving on. So yeah, you can make a lot of these, and you can place them like this. This is the equal side triangle. I mean, this is not the crooked one or the you know, the squished one or anything like that. So you can do whatever you want with this, a shawl, whatever, a blanket, a throw, I don't know. So if you place one triangle like this, the other one should be placed like this. So imagine like that, and then you just alternate, make them solid colors. You can make, I don't know, 5 yellows, 5 red, 5 blue, and then just mix and match. So yeah, that's it for today. We made a solid granny triangle. I hope I have managed to show you how to read the pattern. This is not a complicated one. It has double crochets, chains, and single crochet, and that's it. Those are the basic stitches. So yeah, that's it for today. I don't know, if you have any questions, just ask. I'm here. I'm always open to help you, to ask you questions, to clarify, to, I don't know, figure out where is what. So give me a tummies. Those are really important. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hopefully will see you pretty soon with something more than just crochet. Okay, see you soon. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Bye bye.